Hi there, welcome. So we are in kind of outside of Sonoma County, I want to say. Beautiful Northern California, on a mountain somewhere. It's the only place that I could find service, so not sure exactly the name of the mountain, but super beautiful up here. Wanted to go live and just do a little pop-up kind of short sequence, maybe like 10 or 15 minutes long, just a little something to bring you into your body. So you can kind of do these little short mini yoga practices. Hi there, welcome. You can do these little short sequences anytime. So you don't have to do like a whole big mega yoga class to get the benefits of the practice. You can really use like these little short mini practices to get yourself back into your body, kind of feeling a little bit less stressed, a little bit less overwhelmed. So usually I like to start with a little bit of breath. So let's find our way to a seating position. So any kind of comfortable seat that you like. Hi there, welcome. Thank you for joining. We're just going to do a little short sequence on a mountaintop today. So thank you for being here. You can sit up on a bolster or a pillow if that feels more comfortable in your hips or in your low back. And if sitting on the floor is really uncomfortable for you, you're more than welcome to just sit up on a chair. You don't need to sit on the ground. Just an option. So find your way to a comfortable seat, whatever that means for you, and go ahead and allow your hands to rest on your lap. You can root your sit bones from side to side, feeling down into the base of your posture. So finding kind of where you feel like your base is even. And then see if you can root down, so kind of tucking your tailbone down into the ground, feeling your lower abdominals engage. So you're really engaging the base of your posture down, and then imagine you're pulling the energy from the earth up into your body. So you're lifting your chest, you're stretching your lowest rib away from the top of your hips. So you're elongating your side body. Your chest comes lifted. Shoulders relax down, and the top of your head is stretching up towards the sky. So feeling really long and lengthened in your spine here. Allow your hands to just rest wherever they feel natural on your lap. And go ahead and close your eyes down or find a soft gaze at the ground. And we'll just take a few rounds of breath with each other as a way to invite ourselves into our body and into the space. So exhaling your breath all the way, just clearing your passageway. As you inhale, imagine that you're pulling the breath from the earth all the way up into your spine, up into your chest, up into your throat, center of your head, all the way to the crown of your head. Hold your inhale breath at the very top of your head. And then as you exhale, imagine that you're sending your breath out into space. So sending the breath out into the universe. And then on your next inhale, gathering the breath as if you're gathering the energy around you and bringing it right through the center channel. So right through your crown of your head, through your eyebrows, through your throat, down through your chest, your belly, all the way down to the tip of your spine. Hold your breath, your inhale breath at the very base of your spine. And then as you exhale, send the breath down into the earth. So it's like you're sending the breath down so that it can re-energize. We'll continue like this. So inhaling, bringing the breath from the base of your spine in and up. Pulling your inhale breath all the way to the very top of your head. And then as you exhale, sending your breath out all around you. Inhale to pull the breath back in and down through your center channel and down to the base of your spine. Hold your inhale breath there. And then as you exhale, sending the breath out, down into the earth again. So one more round on your own. You can kind of visualize the breath moving in the direction. And this breathing exercise is incredibly calming for your nervous system. So even without doing any other yoga practice, even if you just take like 3 of these like energy balancing breaths, you can really do yourself a big favor. So you don't always have to do a full practice to receive the benefits of the work. You can calm yourself down anytime. And then after you finish this full round of breath, so as you complete the rotation, just allow your breath to become natural. Allow it to flow in and out of your nose. Just nice, smooth, steady rhythm. Nice, natural cadence. And just notice how you feel. Notice how maybe your energy has shifted. So this mind-body connection that we have is such a gift, and it's such a nice time to take a little time out of your day to remind yourself that it's not all going on up here. There's a lot of happening underneath, down below your shoulders as well. You'll slowly flutter your eyes open and bring your weight into tabletop position. So stacking your shoulders over your wrists, hips over your knees, top of your head stretching away from your tailbone. Taking a few rounds of cat-cow. Inhale, cow pose, drop your belly, lift your gaze. So kind of dropping your belly down towards the ground, feeling a nice little dip, a little compression in your low back. See if you can lift your chin and stretch your throat. Exhale for cat. Press the mat away from you. Now bring your chin to your chest. Curl your belly button in, maybe even tucking your toes into the ground and stretching the bottoms of your feet. Inhale, cow pose, drop your belly, lift your gaze. And exhale for cat. Press the mat away. So this is a great posture, or a great couple of movements that you can do to help to open up your hips, help to open up your spine. You're kind of lubricating the joints. You're pumping cerebrospinal fluid from your coccyx all the way to the top of your head. So getting the blood flow moving can be really helpful, especially if you do a lot of sitting. If you're kind of stuck in a seated position, things in your hips and your spine can get a little bit bound, a little stuck. So this is a great way to open things up. Find some stillness. Stretch your right leg back. And now stick your right toes into the mat so that your leg is straight. And then just kind of shifting your weight forward and back. This is a nice stretch for the bottoms of your feet as well as your hamstrings, calves, back of your knee. You're also getting some rotation into the wrists, so maybe even taking some circles here. Oftentimes our wrists get really tight if we're doing a lot of typing. And then coming back to your knees, tabletop position, just rotate your palms facing back. So just one at a time, bring the top of your hand to the mat, just feeling a little stretch, maybe wiggle out your fingers. And then switch it out, bring your right hand down, left hand back, just kind of adjusting here. So you're stretching out your extensor muscles on your forearms here. And then slowly bringing your left hand back. Stretch your left foot back towards the back of your mat. Stick your toes into the ground. Same thing. Shifting back and forth. So we're just trying to wake up our tissues, bring a little space into the body, open things up. And then slowly coming back to your knees, hands and knees. Inhale, cow pose. Drop your belly. Lift your gaze. And exhale for cat. Press the mat away from you. Come back to sitting on your heels. If this feels like too much, you can sit up on a pillow or you can just stand up on your shins. Totally fine. Just pausing for a moment here. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. So we're just going to do a little floor salutation. This is going to be pretty much as much energy as we're going to do. Just a quick little floor salutation to warm up our spine and get a little heat into the body. Inhale, come to standing on your shins. So make sure that you're at the back of your mat. Reach your arms up over your head. Spin your pinky fingers in. Shrug your shoulders down. Make sure that your ribs are not sticking out. So you want to pull them in. Keep your spine stacked. Full breath in. Exhale, interlace your hands and just grab the back of your head. So as you bring your elbows out to the side, allow the weight of your head to come back. You're opening up your chest. Just a little bit of a back bend here. Keep your abdominals engaged. Keep your inner thighs engaged. Lift your chest and arch back. On your next inhale, reaching up over your head, lengthen. Exhale, melting heart. Bring your hands to the top of your mat and your forehead to the mat. So keeping your hips high. Reach your hands forward. Lengthen your waist. Inhale, look forward to your hands and then slide forward onto your belly. We're going to move into cobra pose. Hands underneath your shoulders. Squeeze your elbows towards your ribs. Press the tops of your feet down. Nice strong legs here. Forehead to the ground. Inhale, lift your chest. So little to no weight in your hands. You're using your back strength to lift your body up. Keep your elbows tight to your body. Slide your elbows down towards your hips. And shine your breastbone forward. Take a full breath in. Exhale slowly, forehead to the ground. Just come up a couple more times. Push your feet down. Inhale, cobra. Lift your chest. Exhale, slowly lower down with control. Inhale, lift your chest, coming up. And exhale, slowly lower down. Make your way back to child's pose. Toes touch. Knees out wide, fingertips forward, hips back towards your heels. Let's move through those shapes one more time, just moving with the breath here. Inhale, coming up to standing on your shins, reaching up. Exhale, interlace your hands, grab the back of your head, lift your chest and arch back. We'll stay here for a full round of breath. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, melting heart, hands come to the top of your mat, forehead to your mat. Inhale, look forward to your hands, and then slide forward onto your belly. Bring your legs to the mat, hands to the mat. Exhale, your forehead down. Inhale, lift your chest, cobra pose. 2 more times. Exhale, forehead down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, slowly lower down. Here's your last one. Inhale, lift your chest, push your feet down. This is so good for strengthening the muscles that support your spine. Exhale, forehead to the ground. Make your way into child's pose. Toes touch. Knees out wide. Full breath in. Full breath out. Walk your hands back towards you. Lift your chest. And then bring your legs out long in front of you. So we're coming up at the end of our little short sequence here. Just a couple more stretches before we come to the ground. Bring your right foot in. You want the sole of your foot nice and close to your inner leg. Bring your heel up tight to your hip. And then interlace your hands just below your right knee. See if you can lift your chest. Hook your left elbow on your right knee. Bring your right arm high up and over. Lift your chest and then twist, looking over your right shoulder. See if you can maintain the length of your spine. So if you notice your backside is rounding, lift your chest a little more so you can keep a little more space between the vertebrae. You can keep your right fingertips down for support, or maybe you reach around for a half bind. You might grab your left hip. A little more open rotation for the shoulder, but if you feel less balance, just keep your hand on the ground. Looking over your shoulder, nice big twist. Slowly rotating out, bring your right foot to the inside of your left thigh. Reach your arms up over your head, face your left leg, and then fold over your left leg. Keep your hands on either side of your leg. Lift your chest and just kind of come forward. So you're hinging from your hips rather than rounding your back. I want you to lead with your chest a little more. This helps protect your backside. Come down as deeply as you're ready for. So this might not be a big movement. If you're only feeling it right here, that's great. As long as you're feeling the stretch, you're getting all of the benefits. No need to push into it. Use your inhale breath to lift your chest and switching out your legs. So right leg out, left leg in. Sole of your foot nice and close to your right leg, and then bring your heel in nice and tight. Interlace your hands. So you're using the front side compression to lengthen your spine. Keep your chest nice and tall, nice and lifted. Right elbow on your knee. Left arm comes high up and over. Lift your chest and then twist. So looking over your left shoulder. Belly button pulls in, squeezing your core muscles here. These twists are really detoxifying. You're helping to kind of massage your internal organs, your digestive tract. On your next inhale, slowly coming back, bring your foot to the inside of your leg. So you're rotating your knee out to the side. Reach your arms up over your head, face your leg, and then hinge forward, coming over your hips. So you want to hinge from your hips and allow your chest to come towards your thigh. Big stretch for your hamstring. If you need a bend under your knee, no problem. You can also slide a pillow or something underneath there. Just coming down with your breath, so no need to force. You're just you're waiting for the invitation. Forward folds can be pretty intense, so always make sure you're staying away from any pain sensation. Use your next inhale breath to come up. Legs stretch out long. Bend your knees, slide your seat forward, and come all the way down to your backside. Hug your knees into your chest. Give them a nice big squeeze. Maybe rocking a little from side to side. Now plant your feet on the ground. Bring your hips to the right and drop your knees to the left. So this is our final posture. We're taking a supine twist. You can bring your hands beside you. So left hand on your knee, right arm beside you. So this is a nice kind of gentle option. Or you can cactus your arms if you want to open up your chest a little more. You could also turn your head towards one shoulder or the other. So just taking a couple of moments to get yourself into the twist that you want to be in, and then we'll stay there for just a few rounds of breath. This is a great posture if you have tight low back, tight hips. Can help to realign the joints, help to create a little more space in the tissues. But just make sure you're supporting yourself. You can put a pillow in between your knees. That's a nice way to support if you need a little extra help. Taking your time to come out of the twist. So feet to the ground, bring your hips back to center. Pause with your spine neutral, allow things to settle, and then bring your hips to the left, drop your knees to the right. Oh yeah, that sun's coming out, awesome. It was a little chilly up here earlier. So once again, arms by your side if you like, or you can bring your palms facing up. Just depends on what feels better in your shoulders and your chest. And then once you've decided where you want to be, go ahead and settle in. Allow your body just to receive the twist. You don't need to fidget or work into anything. Slowly coming back, feet to the mat. Even out your hips. And then guide your knees into your chest. Give yourself a big squeeze. And we'll release. Take a few rounds of breath in Shavasana. So just a short, brief time to allow that sequence to sink in. So movement with the body just before you transition to the rest of your day. Just consciously staying in your body with your breath, noticing the sensations that you've created, noticing if you feel any different than when you started. Just taking a little bit of inventory here. Breathe in and out of your nose, nice and slow, nice and steady. And if you have time to stay in this rest, you are more than welcome. If you're ready to move on, start to wiggle your fingers and your toes. You can roll your head from side to side, feeling the back of your skull. And then guide your knees into your chest. Take your time, just being gentle with yourself as you make your way up to a seat. So you can either rock and roll, or you can roll over to a side and press yourself up. And then make your way to sitting nice and tall, legs crossed. Thank you so much for joining me today for this short sequence. I hope to see you soon. I'll be doing kind of short sequences here on my Yoga with Riva Facebook page. And if you're interested in practicing with me more regularly, I have a private group called Cyber Sanctuary. We do 2 live classes a week, and all of the content gets saved. So you have access to tons of great replays, awesome yoga content. And I'm on the road, so hopefully we're going to find lots of more magical places like this to practice in. So reach out to me if you're interested in joining the group, or if you have any questions about today's class, anything you want to see in the future, please don't hesitate to let me know. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Happy Sunday. Namaste, everybody.